Hello there, and welcome back to a new video and a new week here in the BrickShed. It is Tuesday afternoon here, and we're kicking us off with another vlog. I just closed out that special market video, just a quick short little 2-day vlog that I did for the market day that we did here in the shed. If you haven't gone and seen that, please go check that out. And go check out all of our other wonderful videos as well. So in this week, we've got a few changes. The first big one is the shed rearrange. We've still got to finalize a little bit of that, but I really need to show you it because after the market day, I kind of moved a few things around and we've got some more plans for this week of some further rearranging. Some other changes as well. Up above, you might notice it is a bit brighter in here. And we have just had new lights installed about an hour ago. So I am really excited to show off that to you. And it's pretty bright up the back now. I'm really excited. We haven't installed new lights, but we've updated the lights that we had. So I'll show you off that in a second. Otherwise, it's just going to be the regular kind of stuff. I've got to do some uploading. I've got to do some orders. Well, I won't do the orders, but contractors will do orders. And the other thing is I need to prepare for next weekend because we have another market to do. And I might do a special video for that one as well. So bear with me. It's going to be a busy week. I'm not sure how much filming I'm going to do. I'll try my best, but let's kick us off. All right, so starting off with the new shed layout. It's just really the desk area that's updated so far. I've turned the shed desk area into an L shape. Previously, these two desks were back to back here. So we had somebody working on that side, somebody working on this side. Well, this was my side. But I have updated it to be kind of my desk is in this kind of corner shape. And then we've got the spare table here where our contractor can work and put orders down and do the things that he needs to do. But they don't really need a whole setup like this. The intention a few weeks ago was to double this. Basically, same layout, double desk, and kind of replicate what I have on the other side. But I've kind of adjusted the way I'm thinking because they don't really need all of this. I need this stuff, and if they do need it, they can just use my area. So that's the kind of the big change really is that I've just kind of moved the desk around. Obviously there is stuff everywhere. The desk is full. There's crap all over the place. And that's just because when we did the market, I just moved everything down the back alley. You can see there are still a few boxes back there. And I'm still kind of processing that. So I'm just kind of going through everything and trying to get through some stuff that I've been neglecting, as well as some stuff that I found when I was preparing for the market day that I haven't uploaded. So I found a bunch of 1x plates that have been sorted. So I've got black and light bluish gray here, but I had a bunch of smaller colors that I've just done. So I've just uploaded all of that. And I've got a fair bit more to do. So I'm going to do that and just kind of get it processed and whatnot. A few other bits and pieces I need to upload. And a couple of other bits and pieces that I need to process. So here is 10 kilos Bionicles, which I think I hinted at last week. And I'm going to process that. I might actually do a special video on it. We could give it a try. We could try and do something like we did the minifigure haul video and see if that kind of content is something that you guys are interested in. So potentially could do that with that. Otherwise, it would just be included in the normal vlog. The other thing I do have here is, this is, I believe, 5-6 kilos of minifigure parts. So we've got another video coming for that. And I need to get that uploaded and finished before the weekend so I can stock up our figures for the next market. A lot of this stuff is just random bits and pieces. These accessories need to be packed away. A lot of this is just standard figure parts that I need to upload. I have to fix up the shipping supplies. They're kind of everywhere. I'm currently workshopping the idea of turning this desk area here into the shipping area. So I think we used to have this area as the shipping area, but I kind of want to do something a bit more special, putting in monitors there. I'm going to put some shelves in for Ziploc bags. Underneath can hold, it's already holding shipping supplies, but I'm going to put the boxes up there and put the padded mailers down there, which is actually how it used to be. Move the photo desk. There's already a light there. And kind of this is where people can process orders and whatnot. So we'll put the printers up there. We'll do all that. So that's currently what I am kind of considering. So the first step to that is to getting a piece of wood on top of there to level it out, because right now it's not very level and it's not very pleasing to touch. It's a bit gritty. It's very workbenchy. So that's the first thing I want to do with that. But right now I don't have the time. But it's something that's on the radar. All right, let's talk the new lights. Look at them in all their glory. It's actually flashing on my screen, so I don't know what it's looking like on yours, just because of the I think the LED. But we have we've updated these 6 lights. So those 2, these 2, and the 2 up here have all been updated. I'm gonna not put the camera up there anymore, but I don't know how visible it is on the camera, but for me, down this alleyway here, just by putting these updating these lights, it's so much brighter back here. So for our picking staff, it's going to be a lot easier for them to be able to look into the drawers. When they pull the drawer out, they can see a lot better into it. And then over here, I'm hoping once it gets dark tonight, I'll be able to see how well the lights shine in this area, because it was something that I was struggling with. We get a lot of light from the 2 skylights here during the day, and when I'm working at my desk at night, I can notice it was a noticeable difference. So I'm hoping that with these new lights, it might help this area, be a bit more visible in it. We do have the LEDs that are under here as well. You can kind of see a strip of them there. There they are. That's just an LED strip that I put up ages ago, just to add a little extra light over at my desk area. And that kind of helped, but it's definitely a lot brighter. So I'm loving the new look. It's very fresh. It's very nice. And it's kind of perfect. It's definitely something that's been needing to happen. I am contemplating putting in a few extra lights, potentially down the road, to even make it even more brighter. I know we're killing the planet with our light pollution, but I need to be able to see my pieces. So that's something else to think about. But that's really it. That's the start of today's vlog. I'm going to get back to work. Contractor will be in shortly. I still need to kind of deal with all this area, and I need to deal with all of that. That's just bulk. I've got to figure out if I'm going to do a video on the Bionicle, because it's something that I want to process this week, and whatnot. So I'm going to keep doing the plates. I'm going to finish these. I'm going to do the black and the light bluish grey first, get them packed away, get them done, and finish putting some of this stuff away. I might do these minifigure parts as well, just to get them off the desk. They're just taking up space at the moment, and I'd rather deal with them now rather than having to deal with them later. So that's the plan. I've got to fix up that shelf over there. It's just kind of become a dumping ground since the market, and I've got to figure out what I'm going to put underneath my desk area as well. That's just the mini fridge that was sitting up there, and that's probably where it's going to end up. I don't really love that the back is to me. I'm going to see what I can do with that, but I don't mind this desk area. I'll play around with it, see if it's something that works. If it doesn't, I can always go back to the old method. It's not a huge change. I just need to pull this table out and pull it back this way. So that's about it. Now, there's a few other ideas later this week that I want to try, which is what I have been hinting at, and putting the shelf up here. So that's something that I'm considering doing later this week as well, putting in those new shelves and seeing how they look there. Anyway, let's get back to work, and I'll jump on a bit later. So we're back for another day. Yesterday was all right. Contractor in, out, packed orders. I got all of those One by Bricks uploaded. I'm left with a small bag over there with some printed bricks that I'll try to get uploaded today. But I think today I want to try to attack maybe the Bionicle. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure, because I also need to reorganize these figures for the market at the end of the week. It's Wednesday here, and on Friday I need to pack the car. So I have today and tomorrow to kind of do that. So that is a priority, but I could leave it till tomorrow. I could. So there is that. But that Bionicle box is calling me. It's calling me. But I know that this is going to take me a little while. The other option is to try to get through that figure lot under there. But again, it's just going to take a lot of time. And and figuring out what I should be prioritizing. That's the real question. Contractor will be in about half an hour to help me with something. So there's not many orders, as orders were packed yesterday. So I'm not really sure what we're going to be doing today. Potentially, maybe that's a good opportunity to try and work through some of this Bionicle stuff. That might be the plan. That might be the go. Who knows what's in here? Some of these are bagged in sets, but all of this stuff is just going to be broken down and going to be sold individually. I think that's from the Grievous, General Grievous, potentially. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Nothing really has changed. Otherwise, I am looking at maybe doing. Somebody's offered me a store, so I'm going to go through and have a look at that stuff this weekend, actually. While I'm in Melbourne, I'm going to go and duck down and check out that big purchase. It's actually not a store. It's not a Bricklink store. It's just a big collection of Lego. So, but it's kind of organized like a store. It's mostly parts. So I'm going to go take a look at that on Saturday after the market, and I don't think I'll do any filming there because that guy's probably not too keen on me showing that stuff off. But if I end up buying it, of course I'll show it off. So there's that. Otherwise, I don't know what else. There's really not much else to report. End of August. We are in September now. We are 3 days into September. I didn't really make any kind of impact. I didn't make any kind of comment on that earlier in the week. So that's something that's happened. So the report's been done for that. And August, we did pretty well. The market day definitely helped, doing $4,500 in sales in one day. And I'm gonna probably schedule in the next one. So I think that's the goal. So I reckon we'll book that in the next couple of days and put a date on that. So that is something that we can also do. Otherwise, same old. I'm going to try to reorganize the shipping station here in the next week. And I'm speaking to the electrician who put in the lights still about getting some security cameras put in here. So we've got a really good lock on the shed, and the gate gets all locked up and everything's locked up. It's not, people aren't going to be able to, we've got wires on the windows so people can't break in, but getting some security cameras wouldn't be a bad thing. So that's another thing that we're gonna look into. Otherwise, same old. I'm gonna see if I want to attack that barnacle tub. If not, I'll look at some other opportunities, other things that I can do. Actually, that was the other thing I did. I placed a $1,000 order with Stanley Packaging to order a ton of padded mailers and Ziploc bags. So we are going to be well stocked up when that arrives. And I think once that arrives, that's when I'll do the big reorganize of the shipping station, because it'll be a good excuse, because I'll have a ton of stuff to put away. So I'll probably have to move everything up there, tidy it up. I'm going to have to go up there anyway on Friday because I'm going to need one of those shelves. But otherwise, that's probably a good excuse once that all arrives, because that's going to be a really big order. There's a ton. $1,000. There's a lot. And the cat is sleeping in the Australia Post box over there, which is great. And I actually just got my first bill from Australia Post for that new eParcel account, and it wasn't too bad. So looks like that's going to work out, hopefully. All right, I'm going to have a think about what I might want to do, and I'll hop on a bit later. Well, good morning from the BrickShed. We have had a busy day yesterday. So I got up to a lot of crazy stuff, and we had a lot of stuff happen. So obviously the contractor came in and gave me a hand with a few things. The first thing we did was we fixed up the figures ready for the market. So I did the Star Wars ones and condensed the Star Wars plates, which we had 4 at the time, but now we just have 3. So here we've got $5, $6, $7, $8 figures, and then here is 9 through 18, all lined up, all standing at attention, and then we have everything else over $20, including I've moved the Jedi Bob into here from the case. So I needed to make some room in that case for some other figures. So that has been done. So that's been gone down to 3 plates. And then I have somehow put all of these figures, all of the $6 plus figures, into 3 plates as well, which the contractor helped me do. So first plate here is $6 and $7 figures. And then we've got the $8 through $11 figures in this drawer. And then everything kind of above that all the way up to $25. And then anything over $25 is in the figure case just up there. So they all look really, really fantastic. And obviously, we had to remove a fair few figures to fit these on. The ones that we removed were just the duplicates. So duplicates are in here. They're all sorted by price. And then there's an empty board. I'm not going to bring any of the $5 figures to the market. I'm just going to bring those 6 plates plus all the overflow figures. There's a bit of overflow stuff up here as well. And then we're bringing this tub here, which has our used sets. I'll bring the Star Destroyer, Hogwarts Castle, Diagon Alley. We will bring a shelf. We'll bring, the sealed stuff, the box stuff in there to put on the shelf. But I probably won't bring CMF or animals or anything like that. It's just the figures, just the sets. Just keep it simple. We only have 1 trestle table, so not a lot of space. We'll have a shelf behind us, but that is about all. And plus we need space to put a computer and whatnot to edit the inventory. So that was the first thing we did. And then after that, we finally got a handle on some of the Bionicle stuff, which I'm actually filming a special video for, just like I did that massive 11 kilo figure lot. So we're going to be processing that over the next couple of days and hopefully put out another awesome video for you guys. So I've just sorted it all into a kind of part type and whatnot. So that has been done. And then the other thing is we had Lego dropped off, which you can see back here. We had a massive amount of A-sort dropped off. So all of this was dropped off. Plus, we had another 60 kilos of non-sorted Lego, just bulk, dropped off. But you might ask, where is it? Well, when the A-sorter dropped off that, which is about 100 kilos, he took that 60 with him that was just dropped off, and he's sorting that as well. So we have all of that to deal with, and I have no idea where we're going to put it. I don't know where it's going to fit. So I have all of that to deal with. There is some A-sort in here that's been done. There is some A-sort in this tub here that's been done. And I'm sure there's some other stuff at the back of the shed. There's some plates that have been sorted as well, but bloody hell, it's pretty hectic. I don't know where we're going to put that, but that's really amazing. Another 100 kilos of bulk sorted. Obviously, it still needs to be sorted and catalogued, but that's a job for another day. We still have 85 kilos, I want to say, with our cataloger, and he should be dropping that all off in a few weeks. He's been sending me files throughout the past month, so he'll bring that 85 kilos back soon, and hopefully I can convince him to take another lot in, because he actually wasn't planning on taking that 85 kilos, but I convinced him to. So that all 3 of those tubs is filled to the brim with amazing stuff, and there is even a bag on the top there with figure parts, which I wasn't expecting, because we buy bulk without figures. So anything figure part related is just bonus. So all of this was found in the bulk, which is pretty damn awesome. I'm pretty happy with that. So we can add that to the current figure bulk that we have. With the 65-ish kilos that was dropped off yesterday, also came with more minifigures and minifigure parts. So that's all in there. So I've just added it to the existing figure part stuff that we had. But there are some really nice figures in here that we'll be able to go through. Some very, very cool stuff indeed. Look at that. There's the Spartan Warrior, I believe, from Series 2, I want to say. Could be wrong there. Including some beautiful chrome parts as well, which is always a nice to see. Anyway, that is stuff that I have to deal with, along with that 6 kilos of figure parts, which I still haven't done, because at the moment I'm doing the Bionicle thing. Labeled another drawer. as well, you know, keeping busy really. So that's what happened yesterday, and now I've got to do a whole nother day's worth of work. Contractor will be in later today to pick and ship out orders. And then for me, my plan is to keep doing this Bionicle stuff probably, but probably before I do that, I'm just going to do a quick shed tidy up, move some stuff around, chuck on some music, and just get the shed a bit more ready for contractor to come in to ship orders, because he'll need this space here as well. So I might have to set up another trestle table just for a bit. I'll probably put one here, and I'll just like slot myself in there. And I can move all of that to that other trestle table, because he still needs access to all of those A drawers, so I can't put it up against there. So there's that. I still haven't dealt with that shelf there. That's also on the agenda. But yeah, market prep is really done. I don't have much else to do. I just needed to move those figures around, and I'm glad that I did that yesterday, so I don't have to worry about it today, because tomorrow we are actually driving up there, and I'll probably do another special video on that. So that's all I have to say. So I'm going to get back to work, and I'll jump on when I have something interesting to say. All right, I've set up the working desk for today. This is not something that I like to have up permanently. It's not something that I want to keep up, but I needed to put that second desk up just so I could store all the Bionicle stuff, so that this table here can be used by our contractor for orders. Eventually, the orders are going to go here, but I've still got a lot to do to get that section up and running. We've moved some stuff around, moved the bulk out here so he has access to those drawers. And over here, I've actually started another tub, damaged parts, or B grade parts, because the tub behind it is full. So that can start to fill up. I actually have to go through all the bulk that got dropped off and pull out any of the damaged stuff that's been bagged, because there'll be a bunch in there, so I can add it to that box down there. I've snuck in one of the boxes down there because I couldn't find any more space, and there's 2 boxes there for the bulk as well. So we're looking pretty good. So I'm going to use this as my little setup for today. I just found a ton of instructions that was dropped off with the bulk yesterday, and I reckon I'm just going to process those now and get them off the table, get them put into the filing cabinets. For those of you who are new around here and who don't know how we store our instructions, we store them in filing cabinets. So we have little codes here with barcodes. So X003, 4, 5. It's just in each folder type. And if you, that one has just come loose. I'll fix that in just a second. I can probably fix it now. It's just come off the rung, which is all right. It's just bent a little bit. That's all right. There we go. So if I open up an example here, so if we take X006 and we open up that file, you can see all of the instructions in there. And what we're able to do is we're able to just go through and flip through it as we're picking our orders and grab the instruction booklet that we need. So that's how we do it. And it's they're filled all the way up until the bottom there. So we just add them as we go along. But they store pretty nicely in here. So I think we've found a good system for these. They do take up a fair bit of space, 2 filing cabinets, but it works for what we're doing, and I like it. I think it looks nice. So and very professional, and I like the coding system. When I'm uploading instructions, I can just take one of these folders and take it to the desk. And I'm able to just upload straight into here and just continuously scan that barcode when I'm putting the parts away, and then just come back and put it back into its spot and close the drawer. So that is how we do our instructions. So I'm going to work through that pile. Most of these are going to be thrown out because they're in terrible condition. I've also found a few empty Bionicle boxes and those little creator packs, and I'll see if those are in good enough condition to upload as well, because I do have a couple of them listed at the moment. So we're going to work through these. I'm going to put on a show and continue doing that, and maybe do some more Bionicle stuff. If not that, then I'm sure there's some admin work I need to do. Yet another tub of sorting has been dropped off, and I'm almost losing some Lego there on the table, but we've had some more sorting dropped off. which is absolutely great. It's just bricks in there, just the standard bricks. So I'll add them to the existing standard bricks that I've got, and we'll wait until we've got a ton. I would love to be able to collect a whole tub this size full of each brick size, you know, a whole tub full of 2x2 bricks, 2x4 bricks, 2x6 brickses. They're 100-litre tubs, and I thought, well, you know, that would be pretty fun. And then processing that all at one go, doing one big color sort would be pretty cool. So yeah, I've got all of those bags ready to go. So we'll deal with that in a bit once we get some more bricks. Once we get some more plates, we'll do one whole massive upload of that. Probably not for a couple of months. I'll wait until I buy some more bulk and process some more. We'll compile it all, and we'll do it all in one go. But that I'll put into the backlog. I have no idea where it's going to go because the shed is again getting very full. I've got the second trestle table set up, which I don't usually have, and it's getting a bit crazy. But I have to deal with all of that bulk today. So I'm going to go through and deal with all of the stuff that was dropped off yesterday, as well as this tub. Try to find a home for it that's permanent, that's not just on the ground. Potentially using the rafters. That is something that I have played around with. Maybe getting rid of some of the containers that are up the top there and replacing it with tubs of Lego instead. So that is on the agenda. I've also got to do some admin work. We need to get the schedule out for the next 2 weeks and a few other bits and pieces. Got to check some reporting and kind of go over some stuff from the previous month and kind of look at the bookkeeping side of things. But that's all kind of boring, just business stuff rather than Lego stuff, which is what you guys want to see. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm not going to do any more of the Bionicle stuff. And if you do want to see that, go check out the Bionicle specific video. I'm not sure if it's out yet, but it should be out soon. If it isn't out yet, hopefully it does well. So that's my day. And then at the end of today is I'm heading up to Melbourne. So we're heading up to Melbourne to set up for the Melbourne Brick Show, which is hosted by the same people who host Brickvention each year. So that's going to be really exciting. It's the first time they're doing the Melbourne Brick Show. Unfortunately, we only have one table, so I'm going to have to squeeze all of our Lego into one small space. But again, that's going to be its own video in itself. So I'm actually going to do some filming for that in a bit and take you through, just like I did last weekend, of running a market in the shed. It's going to be the same thing, except we're doing the Melbourne Brick Show instead, which is pretty exciting. So I've got to do that too. But mainly, it's going to be attacking the bulk and doing some admin work. And I'll do the market stuff in another video. But I better get started for today. It's going to be a busy one. I'll catch you all in a second.